Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where with villages under threat, new allies have joined our party and we do battle with 7 more enemies to defeat them all. So let's get started by ending a turn. Well, we could bring this guy a little bit closer, but then he'd be under attack by the archer. We'll let the archer attack Mr. Horseman at the front because he didn't do all that much damage, but now he's retreating, which is not really what we wanted to see. But only 1 damage taken is fine by me, as the axemen are going to be moving in, it seems. Well, they don't seem to be wanting to move in so much. So with that said, Sane, you can take the front lines and start trying to bash our way through. In the meantime, that's not going to be a problem for us. Sane's got the highest amount of strength that we've got after all, so with that said, can we bring Wil up to take on the archer and take him out completely? It looks like we can. So that gets rid of the threat of archers, and that means that our Pegasus Knight is free to attack. In fact, she can go over obstacles like this and attack if she wants to. However, an Axeman there, weapon triangle wise, is not going to work out so well for us. So we need to choose our targets with Florina. Let's move up with Lyndis, and of course up with Kent, because we'll break through next turn most likely. 1 opponent's defeated after all. And with woods to cover our exit as well, Sane takes down another opponent. In fact, considering someone else is probably going to challenge him now, I see him leveling up very shortly. I see a level up in his near future, unless, of course, we continue to use other guys to go to battle. Well, in the meantime, we might want to... That's a good question. Right, so we will use Sane here, and we will level him up. A nice sword strike, and 30 experience gained, I'd imagine. Just a little bit less. Well, another attack will do him. Right, so who do I want to attack with here? Well, we could go with the weapon bonus that we have, and a slim lance here for some extra damage. What I'm going to go forward with is Kent. Strong knights to deal strong damage with an iron lance. The reason for that is I actually want to move a certain someone out the way a little bit. Because what I want to do is I want to bombard with the iron bow a target over here. Let's keep Wil in the battle and doing damage to opponents. In the meantime, however, considering I've got the money, maybe I'll go down here. I don't think any opponent can actually reach down this area. So with that said, Pegasus Knight can fly wherever she wants, without any chance of being hit. No bows in sight. And Kent takes out another foe. No problem for him. And they get nearer to their level 4 level up. It seems Mr. Axeman doesn't want to come to fight me, however, so that's a bit disappointing. Come on, don't be a wimp. But with that said, shall we use the Manikati, which has upped attack and upped critical, but do we even really need it? We get ×2 attack on this opponent here. But meanwhile, we can also check out... Who do we want to check it out with? Well, Wil, in the meantime, you can attack this opponent. May as well get the 10 experience from there. To be honest, our Pegasus Knight could go finish the job. Now, what's our overall hit value there? Not so high, so maybe we don't want to do that exactly. So, Lyndis, you can go face this opponent. Iron Sword wins there, after all. Sane, I would like you to attack Mr. Guy here with an Iron Lance, of course. That'll do a fairly significant amount of damage. How dare you strike me for, like, barely any damage? Which will get Kent close, so that wasn't even Sane. But they're both near to leveling up, so a Slim Lance here should do the job in securing Florina another defeat of an enemy. Nicely done. So leveling up a little bit more, or just getting the experience on. So let's check out this here, the armory. We have ourselves 2,000 gold. This is an armory. I buy and sell all manner of things. Do we want an iron sword? Do we want another iron lance at this point in time? The question's probably no, unless... Let's actually buy myself just an iron sword for safety. For the time being. I wonder if our Pegasus Knight can equip a sword as well, because that would be quite handy to being able to change weapon types. In the meantime, can we check out here, these ruins? Or is that where we went originally? It doesn't seem like we can. And does this guy move? Well, he can't move that far as general. What's his overall stats like? His overall attack value is quite high, so we don't want Lyndis really getting hurt. But all the same, with the weapon that she has available to her, if we equip the Manikati, if he does decide to move out, we should be safe. Apart from that, let's get closer with Wil here. His overall attack value means that he can't get round to attack our Pegasus Knight, but our Pegasus Knight can get in to attack him any time she wants. Let's see if we can trade a sword. Right, will a sword work on you? It seems to be greyed out, so no is the option there. So Sane has a ton of items. Do you know what? I can't trade anymore. That's a shame. I was going to trade over a Vulnerary instead, considering he has 2. But let's get Kent over there as well. And it seems Mr. Guy does not want to challenge whatsoever, so... Well, that said, and an Iron Sword at hand, we'd attack twice, but we'd take 11 damage. Right, how much HP does he have currently? He has 18. Which means, to be honest, we'd be in a bit of trouble. Now, the Manikati Hour can attack twice, but then Lyn would take so much damage, it's ridiculous. So the question is, who can attack safely? Because it's the follow-up attack that's the problem. We'd have to finish it in one turn. We'd have to get everyone near, and it seems if anyone can attack, it's Sane. But let's have a look here. And the Slim Lance would not do so much damage around there. So what we want is Sane close and leave it at that for this turn. Why that is because we don't want him having an attack phase to be able to strike me. So in the meantime, we can move Wil closer and get a cheap 7 damage. Draw your swords! We're not listening to any of your stinging apologies. I don't have a sword. I have a bow though. So while Wil gets himself a little bit of extra experience, Sane can jump in there with his most defensible stance and go to work. If he's attacking twice, I'm pretty sure this foe's gone and done for. Ah! You'll live to regret this, my brothers! The Ganelon bandits will not let this stand. So he perishes and Sane gains a ton of experience for it. Our highest level trooper at this point in time only gains HP. I think my luck for level ups is not going so well. That's finally taken care of. Lyn! Florina, why did you follow me? It's so dangerous. Do you remember the knighting ceremony of the Pegasus Knights of Ilia? Yes, you joined a band of freelance soldiers to further your training. Is that what brought you here, Florina? Uh-huh. I wanted to talk to you before I set out. But when I went to Sakia, I heard that you had left with some strangers, and you were worried for me? Thank you, but I'm more worried about you. Me? Listen, most mercenaries are men, right? Bands of men? I can't imagine you being at all comfortable around them. I know. It's just, I've always dreamt of being a Pegasus Knight. I imagine I would just work it out somehow. After today, I'm not so sure. Maybe I should just give up. Florina, don't cry. Yes, there's no reason to give up your dream. Lovely Florina, I have the most brilliant idea. Sane, you should come with us. With the addition of Wil here, we're a fine group of soldiers. And freelance to boot. Wait, did you just include me? Of course, we were destined to meet here. It's fate. Come now, Lyndis' band of mercenaries is as good a training group as you will find anywhere. Sane, this is no joking matter. Lyndis, Lyn, mercenaries? I can give you details later. This is all a bit rushed. However, Sane is right. Will you come with us, Florina? Travel with you, Lyn? Truly? I would be so happy. Fantastic, beauteous Florina. I am a knight of Kaelin. My name is Sane. Eek! Stay back! Don't get so close! Ah, beautiful, and yet so modest. He can twist everything to his aims. I beg your forgiveness, calling us mercenaries. No, I approve. We can't leave Florina on her own. She requires special attention, though. Can I count on you? Yes, you have but to ask. So, is it really alright if I travel with you? Oh, yes, of course, if you're willing, Wil. Wil is willing. Actually, I'm very grateful. Truth be told, all of my money was stolen, and I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I would be honoured to count myself one of Lyndis Legion. That's a better name. Lyndis Legion? This is getting stranger with every day, Oliz. But it's a better name. The mercenaries, Legion sounds more official. More righteous. Let's put it that way. After defeating the bandits, Lynn continues westward. She and her colleagues stop for the night at a ruined fortress. The Ganelon bandits are in a rage after their brethren fell to Lynn's swords. They race in pursuit of the companions. Their angry footsteps sound closer and closer. And so we've got mercenaries looking for revenge. Bandits are coming. As we start, Chapter 4, in Occupation's Shadow. Ah, this should suffice. Tonight's bed. This mildewy old fortress? Is this the best we can do? Come, Wil! Surely you jest! The bandits keep everything in turmoil around here. No one has time to worry about travellers. And there are rather a lot of us. This will be fine. Who wants to be stuck inside anyway? I prefer a place where I can feel the wind blow. As long as I'm at Lynn's side, I'll be fine. And for your protection, your man-at-arms Sane will be right here by your side, ladies. Sane, both you and I to remain awake. We will alternate the watch. Ah, alas, alack. Your pardon, milady? Who's there? Forgive my intrusion. My name's Natalie. I'm from a village not far from here. Ah! Ow! Are you alright? Your leg? It's fine, don't worry. It's from a childhood sickness. I can travel far on it, but it doesn't trouble me much. What are you doing here all by yourself? I'm looking for my husband. I heard he was in this area. He said he was going to raise money to have my leg mended. He left the village and hasn't returned. He's a kind-hearted man, but I think he might be involved in something dangerous. I got so worried. Here's a sketch of him. It's a poor likeness at best, but his name is Dorcas. Do you know of him? I'm sorry, I don't believe I've seen or heard of him. I see. If you do meet him, please give him a message. Tell him that Natalie is looking for him. I will tell him. I promise. Here they are! We finally tracked down the band that defeated Miguel. So, they've decided to hold up in this ruined fortress. Perfect. We'll wait till it gets dark, and then... You're an idiot! There are only a few of them, and some are women. If we attack them at night, I'd be a laughing stock. Besides, we might hurt the women by mistake. I will not be so wasteful. You're right, Kajiga. You're so smart. We'll avenge Miguel and get some pretty souvenirs to boot. Who knows? Maybe I'll be a leader after all. Let's go. Spread out and encircle the place. You rogues. Let's finish this before it gets too dark to see. That was a bit of a weird voice acting then. Oh well. As we come to be completely surrounded, that's really bad. Hey you! Your name's Dorcas, right? You haven't done much since you joined us. If those weapons of yours aren't just for show, today is the day to let us see what you can do. I want you to attack from the back entrance to the east. There's supposed to be a woman inside. I want you to capture her. Do that, and I'll increase your share of the take. If you want gold, you'll get the job done. A bunch of women, huh? It would break Natalie's sweet heart to see me sink so low. Lady Lyndis! Outside the fortress, bandits! What did you say? Persistent bunch, aren't they? What do you think? Shall we go out and face them? No, Natalie cannot move well, and that would put her in danger. Let them come to us. We'll fight here, within these walls. Oliz, take over. Command is yours. All we have to do is hold out until they tire and leave. Oh. Rest easy, Natalie. No one will harm you. Listen, everyone. Fight with caution. In this chapter, your goal is to protect a special character for a set period of time. Keep Natalie safe for 7 whole turns. Oliz, Natalie, and other green units called NPCs. NPCs are not enemies, but they cannot be moved or given orders. Sometimes green units will be attacked because they are on the field of combat. Be careful not to let enemies close in on Natalie. Oliz, this fortress has 2 entrances. That's where we must meet the enemy. I'll take the eastern door. Oliz, you and the others guard the main entrance. When the enemy far outnumbers your group, it's safer to restrict the battle to smaller areas. No matter how strong an enemy is, if he's attacked on all sides, he's sure to take massive damage. So the east door is Lynn's, and the south door is everyone else's. Be on guard. Select Lynn, move her to the space indicated by the cursor, and have her wait. We shall do that indeed, but first let's set up our other... Well, actually, we'd probably set up her defenses first, so she needs to go over there, does she? So we've got to move her no matter what. There she goes. Now, however, we've got to sort up other defenses, and the main problem is this over here. A wall that seems to be breakable, so... First of all, we encompass this area with our knights. Our strong troops is always a good idea. In the meantime, we trade. Oh, we've already got a vulnerary, so we're all good. So we stick like this and let them come to us. Apart from that, we have ourselves an archer, so... We move our archer to here. Oh, let's center our defenses around the door. You say that, but we don't need to. I want to move this one here for the time being. We can't attack anyone, but we don't want this archer coming in to attack us. In the meantime, Florina, you're actually pretty useless, I've got to say. You're not really going to be doing much at this point in time, so we'll put you somewhere middling. That'll work for me. In the meantime, not suspend. Do you want to quit? No. We want to end the turn, so what we wanted is just to say wait here. It doesn't have any end turn function there. What's with that? And here comes Dorcas to attack Lynn with a Manikati equipped. Not so good, but we dodged that one. Seems he's got a throwing axe. And here comes the other troopers, so sword to the face is going to happen. And Kent's going to level up. So speed increased. I'd like strength and defense to increase really, but oh well, take what you can get. And the wall is being bashed in, so we need to sort that out. Now, what weapon do you have equipped, sir? An iron sword? That is great, because that means you can do as much damage as you want. So with that said and done, we get flooded by enemies, but of course only the 2 in front can attack us, and this is what we were waiting for. Okay, the archers move forward. 2 of them are attacking the wall at one point in time. Oliz, the fighter who just attacked me. Doesn't he look somewhat like that picture of Natalie's husband? Sometimes you can speak with enemy characters. If you think you can converse with someone, move one of your units to an adjacent space. By and large, you'll know whom to send from hints you receive in other conversations. When you're not sure, just try using Lynn. Select Lyn now. Indeed we shall. Well, I kind of want to select this guy and go attack first of all, but it's going to force me to use Lyn. I need to talk to that man. Bring me to him. Well, we've got this wall here is also a major concern of ours. We can defeat these troops without much problem whatsoever. Our knights are going to be leveling up from this, let's put it that way. But for now, we'll end this episode of Fire Emblem here. We have to talk to Dorcas, it seems, at the start of next episode, but we also have this group of enemies that can only be dealt with by one person, so Wil's got to get to work. That's for sure, and all these flooding in as well. It's going to be a crazy defense, so join us next time for more. I'll see you around. Bye-bye.